You ever stop and ask yourself, how could someone not want to fall in love? It seems like such a beautiful thing, right? But for some of us, love isn't always about butterflies and happy endings. It's about the late nights spent overthinking, the constant wondering if they care as much as we do, and the fear that maybe, just maybe, we're putting in too much of our happiness into someone else's hands. Falling in love can mean opening ourselves up to something beautiful, but it can also mean giving someone the power to break us. And honestly, that's a power some of us just aren't ready to hand over to anyone. There's a reason some of us choose to walk away from the idea of falling in love. It's not because we don't believe in love, but because we don't want our happiness to depend on someone else's attention or validation. We've spent nights wondering if they're thinking about us, and we don't want to be in that place again. Remember those days? The idea of waiting for a text or crying over someone who doesn't care for you, that's not where we want our energy to go anymore. Most importantly, we don't want to give someone the power to destroy us. Love can make us feel high, but it can also bring us to our lowest points when it's taken away or neglected. So, for someone, the choice to protect themselves is stronger than the desire to fall in love again. It's not about closing off to love, it's about not giving anyone else the power to determine our worth or our own happiness. At the core of this decision is self love. Choosing yourself means understanding that your happiness, your peace, and your power comes from within, not from someone else's affection or approval. It's a hard lesson to learn, but once you've gone through it, you realize that protecting your heart doesn't mean you'll never experience love again. It just means that you'll be wiser about where you give it. It's not that you've given up on love, it's that you've chosen to love yourself first. And that's such an amazing lesson. When you choose to protect your peace, to guard your heart, and to not let your happiness depend on someone else's validation, you're taking back your power. So, yeah, maybe you're not chasing after love the way you used to, but that's okay. Because the love that's meant for you won't require you to give up your peace. And when it comes, you'll be ready for it on your own terms.